So I finally was able to watch the first episodes of Recreators, which I have to say was everything I wanted with this series. If you don't know anything about the staff listing, I really recommend you go to like My Anime List, Anime News Network, take a look at some of the names that are working on this. This is like a super group of animators, directors, sound composition, just everything about this. It feels like a super anime. Like, that's the easiest way to say this. I mean, I think the director is the one who did the first Kara no Kyokai movie, or at least he did something with Kara no Kyokai. There's just a lot to this, and this anime is really fucking entertaining. That's a straight up easiest way to say it. I mean, if you're just an action junkie, this is gonna be your jam. The visual directing for the action scenes is on point. They even have really good use of CGI when they use it. Troika is going all in with this, but also if you're in for an interesting story, the premise so far is rather interesting. We don't know too much about the characters, but they are interesting nonetheless. We live in an age right now with anime where trapped in another world premises are a really hot thing. I mean, you could blame Sword Art Online for kind of triggering, oh, this can be a mainstream hit, but generally you have the normal character put into a extraordinary world. But rarely do we see the extraordinary characters and worlds brought into an ordinary setting that then changes the ordinary world into something extraordinary. Sure, we have things like Fate, which has these historical figures who come in for the Holy Grail Wars, but really we don't have this to be a very common setting. Recreators is doing something really interesting, not only bringing in anime characters and just fictional characters that were wrote in these stories into the human world, they're also taking a really interesting topic of what does it mean to be someone's creation? What does it mean to be just a fictional character in someone's story? What does it mean to be real? As this story literally kicks off watching our main character looking at an anime that he really likes to then immediately be pulled into that anime episode, and he's not understanding what's going on, and you're starting to think, okay, well, I guess it's just going to be him in this extraordinary world. No, actually, there's something going on with this technology. We don't know exactly what's going on, but then he gets sucked back into his own world, but bringing in the heroine of that anime, and she's just like, what the hell is going on, ready to kill him. And it seems like something's going on in their world where characters from different mangas, different animes, different stories of all different genres and types are being brought into the human world, and it seems like they're looking for their creators, the one who wrote their story. And it's this really interesting premise because not only do you have beautiful action, killer OST. I thought Sakura Quest was going to have best OST. I think Recreators is going to give it a run for its money. The soundtrack is just on point. The voice acting is good, but the soundtrack is what really stuck out as being amazing in terms of the sound. Of course, visuals are great as well, but just the way they use the music with the actual animation to really make the action sequences amazing is really cool. We don't know exactly why some of these characters are fighting, as we don't know their stories in their individual mangas and animes, but it's just so damn interesting because we're just set in a normal setting, and they're also brought up the question of well, maybe the next time you go to a convenience store, you might question, is this person really a real person? And I just like that because we're going to see so many different characters from different stories brought in looking for their creators, and I assume there is going to be this overarching plot of maybe something like a Holy Grail War. There could be something going on because obviously someone's pulling some strings here. But I really liked this first episode. It really was hype, pure hype. Just if you're an action junkie, you're going to love it. But it also does have a really interesting premise and hook that's going to keep people only want to see interesting story arcs and characters, because this does have it so far. This was a really, really good first episode. I mean, I'm impressed with this. This is going to be 22 episodes. I believe this is anime original too. And so far, the mass amount of skill that is involved with this anime is really showing, because this was a phenomenal first episode. Easily one of the best from the season so far. Recreators is a must watch. Go watch this. It's beautiful, it sounds great, and also the hook is just interesting. I think even people who are sick of the trapped in another world premise might find something here, because it is bringing on the question of what does it mean to be real, and who really is part of a story, because you never know what they could pull, what kind of twists and turns they might pull later down the line in making this normal character, maybe he's part of someone's slice of life story. It's really damn interesting. I'm really excited for more, and I can't wait to see what they do with future episodes. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it's just okay? And before you leave, please be sure to hit that like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.